Governor of the country's central bank, Dr. Henry Kofi Wampa, has expressed shock over the arrest of British fugitive David McDermott, who had been married to his stepdaughter Ramona over the last 3 years. Mr. McDermott is currently in the custody of the Bureau of National Investigations, the BNI, having fled the United Kingdom following a drug-related offence. The 42-year-old had married and had a child with the daughter of the governor, and the UK Mirror also reported a day after his arrest. Suspected of being a member of an organized crime syndicate from Liverpool in the United Kingdom, he has been on the run for the last 3 years for his connection to a smuggling plot to import at least £71 million worth of cocaine into the United Kingdom. Reacting to the news, the governor of the Bank of Ghana said he had no knowledge the man his daughter was married to was a drug baron. George Biafe has more in the following report.
The Sun earlier this week reported that Mr. McDermott had been married to the daughter of the governor of the Bank of Ghana, Ramona Wampa. But in a statement personally issued and signed by the governor, Dr. Wampa said, "I had only known David McDermott as a worker in the mining sector and has been living in the country with my stepdaughter Ramona, who has been married to him for the past 3 years." The governor adds in the statement that until I received the information about his arrest, quote, "I had absolutely no knowledge about David McDermott being sought after by the British government as a fugitive.
Residents of Ashale Botwe Third Gate are asking the municipal chief executive of the area to halt the construction of a fuel station in the community. According to the residents, citing a fuel station in the midst of schools, shops and residential apartments pose too much of a risk to people who live and do business in the community. Christian Platini Ashagbo speaks for the Ashale Botwe Third Gate Residents Association.
It is evidently clear that it is an inhuman and selfish act, which as a matter of fact needs to be put to an immediate end. Our protest against the putting up of this fuel filling station is based on the following facts. These are: the community is a residential area, and also the layout and plan of the community has no room for a fuel filling station to be built in. This community is a waterlogged area. The site for the ongoing filling station structure is close to an educational institution, close to shops, homes, and close to the Obojo market. 3 houses from the filling station is a rubbish dump where they constantly burn rubbish. And you all know what this means to all of us. The ongoing structure is also very close to the street, which is a very busy road. The road just in front of us is the link between East Legon and Adenta and the Ekwapi range. During heavy traffic on the main road, all the cars divert through this road to Ebri or Somanya or the eastern region. You could often see what could happen when there's an outbreak of fire. The dangers this fuel station, when completed, poses to this neighborhood are air pollution, possible fire outbreaks, which will lead to loss of life and a whole lot of properties. You know what happened on Wednesday on the Spinters Road? There was fire outbreak in a house. Before they realized, 15 other houses got burnt. We don't expect that to happen at Ashale Botwe Third Gate. There's also water pollution and other unimaginable dangers. The area is a waterlogged area. If you go to the site, you see what is happening. They had to treat the ground with chemicals, which even polluted the area. The members of the community feel they are not safe, and they are demanding the authorities concerned to put an end to this construction.
At least 700,000 Ghanaians have glaucoma, a situation health officials have described as quite alarming. According to the Glaucoma Association of Ghana, the number increases annually. Speaking at an eye screening exercise at Medina here in Accra, the president of the Glaucoma Association of Ghana, Harrison Abutiate, asked for Ghanaians to report any defects in their sight early enough to prevent the contraction of disease.
In fact, somebody can live with it for 5 years without knowing anything. Yes. But gradually, you begin to see that you cannot see things coming from your sides. You know, if you stretch your arm out, You see, if something is coming from this side, you won't see it. Or there, you won't see it. You can only see straight ahead of you. Because all glaucoma ailment is doing is that it kills the nerves at the periphery, at the sides, and then gradually continues to kill the nerves until the optic nerve, which is the nerve which transmits the signals to your brain for you to see. When it reaches there, then when it cuts, then you are blind. Maybe you want to enter your room, you don't see the entrance properly, so you bump into the door. That can give you a sign something's wrong. Or you look at the bulb, you see there's a rainbow color. That also can be an indication. Some people, they say, I can't see properly. And then sometimes they go to the eye specialist for glasses, and then they see they have glaucoma as well. And people confuse glaucoma with cataract, because cataract, like we all call it, the lens becomes whitish. Yes. Now that we can remove the lens through surgery and replace it with artificial lens, and you can see properly. But with glaucoma, what is dead is dead. There's nothing you can do about that. That's why we say the only way you can know you have glaucoma is go for eye screening.
Business activities in Aboso, a mining community in the western region, is dying, all as a result of a collapse of the Aboso glass factory and the recent retrenchment of mine workers by major mining firms in the area. Traders in the once busy town now say businesses are dying, causing joblessness and a high crime rate. Joy News Justice Beidu spent days in Aboso for his newest documentary titled Ghost Factories and has sent through this report.
Down, down they go. A journey several meters underground. These are illegal miners in Aboso, a town in Ghana's western region. This town, once upon a time, was an industrial enclave. With rich gold and manganese deposits, it hosted the Aboso Glass Factory and the State Gold Mining Corporation. 60 years on, they've all collapsed.
Fish, so I'm going here bindi. Tiesra na wambo bonsunu man ne bindi. Aboso na ewo. Takwa aboso na ewo nsunu wa hwa. Sisi aga na pa ma wonsaka paka fa wansi dipo bo buweku. Yesu ntumi yebi. Tuwambo atakwa aboso man yesra na.
Think about 6 kilometers down the belly of the earth. That's how far many young people here would have to go to find gold. And hundreds of people, men and women, would go into pits like these every day. This is just one of the many harsh realities of a lack of jobs in mining towns like Aboso.
From Brimensa, I am the quest, but nickname Tompo, now man for the Nimogalem Senum.
Outside the pit, I meet 32-year-old Obri. His parents came to work for the glass factory in its heydays 30 years ago in Aboso. He fell out of school when his father was laid off as the factory folded up.
Eduma titro ha ntinsi se nyama ebasa wona otuntan de ba na ade nya woni hedi afa akọ because of eduma no mesa wa ebasa no na so nka eduma titro a o ha nka yenye bi mo bo so mna ya eduma na nko ba me bia ade chi na ade senye bia na ni bere obeje no ho kama but eduma ne yeden onko du nti no ama wa ebasa wa eduma amafo so wɔyɛ no wɔ ha de a ɔno ne dɛm adwuma.
The result of young people flocking Galamsey site is not hard to find in Aboso. The Divestiture Implementation Committee, the government office supposed to be managing these factories, refused to be interviewed for this program. They did not give me access into the factories. So I've come here on my own, seeking to find out how the collapse of these factories is affecting lives here. The contribution of industry and manufacturing to Ghana's GDP has fallen from over 10% in 1993 to around 3% as of 2014.
The plans were that they were going to supply more than 80% of the bottle needs, anything to do with glass of the country. And of course, this time you have all these beer breweries, Coca-Cola, Fanta, and what have you. And then anything, and later on they would have gone to slit this flat glass sheets using all sort of in building houses and that sort of thing.
The people who suffer the most in an industrial bust of the scale like that which has happened in Aboso are the country's poorest and most vulnerable. Private mining companies here try to employ young people, but a global price collapse of resources like gold means they are slashing jobs and many are being asked to go home, causing even more joblessness.
People are stealing, thieves, everything, these social rights, people are, that's what I'm saying, everybody's struggling to earn a living. So any means at all, he gets money, he's just struggling.
For Joy News, my name is Justice Baidu.
And Justice Baidu's report from the Western region. Now we'll have to take a break. That's it for the highlights of the news we have this morning. But we'll bring you a lot more updates when we get to the interactive session next, in which we look at the front and back page of the newspapers and also the various highlights on numerous news portals we have, foremost myjoyonline.com. As always, you want to get interactive, please make sure you do so. We have a page on Facebook, Joy News on TV. We've definitely linked that very page to our Twitter handle as well, Joy News on TV, and also on Instagram. And now you can always be watching us streaming live on our official channel on YouTube, My Joy Online. As always, please make sure you give us a lot more messages on WhatsApp through the number 0568 100,000. We're taking a break. When we come back, we'll look at the stories on the front and back pages of the newspapers.